Kansas City going against Madison Bartley, the 6'3", junior Ohio. We are about to be underway, and Georgia Tech will control the opening tip, and we are underway from Nashville. Now to the left side it goes. Now bring it out on top. Tony Morgan with the basketball for the Yellow Jackets. She dribbles toward the paint. Kick it out on the right side to Cameron Swartz. Puts up a jumper from the right. It's good.
You know, she is really good at lifting up and elevating over her defender to get those shots up.
Let's take a look at the Belmont starting five. Tootie Jones, Madison Bartley, Sydney Harvey, Destiny Wells, and Nikki Baird. Today's starting lineups presented by R.J. Young, technology solutions that power your business. Down on the other end, Tootie Jones with the mid. Tech gets a rebound. Georgia Tech starting five. As the shot is in and out, no good on the other end, but an offensive board. Cameron Swartz, Tony Morgan, Bianca Jackson, Aaliyah Love, and Joan Adenaz, the starters for Georgia Tech. Coming up empty on their second possession. Belmont trailing by 2 with the basketball. Tootie Jones looking for some help. Now gets it out to Destiny Wells. Destiny Wells works against Schwartz. Turnaround jumper is off to the left, no good for another rebound, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech pretty clearly out-rebounded Belmont last Sunday. That's a number Belmont will need to improve on, I think, today. Down low it goes. Adenaz, nice up and under, good for her first 2 points.
That was a very strong move. She definitely used her muscle strength to get that onside.
4-0 Georgia Tech. Out quickly. Bartley dribbling toward the right, looks back door, but instead hands it off to Destiny Wells. Left side, good ball movement by Belmont. Nikki Baird won't shoot the three. Clock goes under 8 minutes. Sydney Harvey drives, shot no good. And Georgia Tech with another rebound. Rebounding advantage 4-1 for the Yellow Jackets. Love tried to drive, that's cut off. Now Morgan with the basketball. Penetration, dish inside, bring it back out. Shot for 3 from the left side, around and out, no good. With the Belmont rebound after the Bianca Jackson miss. Down the floor, Nikki Baird. Shot blocked. Looks like it was Aaliyah Love that was on the block there. Georgia Tech drive, shot, no good. Rebound, Nikki Baird. We are seeing the fast pace we talked about. So far, Belmont unable to get the lid off. Sydney Harvey for 3, shot no good. Rebound, Georgia. Belmont starts off 0 for their first 5. Had a cold start last week. Belmont's had a number of cold starts this season.
I would agree, Rich. I think it's been hard for them to get going. I'm hoping that they get it going here soon and hopefully get some shots falling.
On the left side, Schwartz loses it for a second, regathers. 3 on the shot clock. Forced up a long 3, no good. Nikki buys for the rebound for Belmont. Destiny Wells lobs it underneath to Bartley. That was pretty easy. Great assist.
Great recognition by Bartley there. She knew that she had the defender on her high side, and she just pinned him there.
Destiny Wells with the assist. Bartley with her first 2 points of the day. It's 4-2. Neither of these teams shot very well last week. It was not the prettiest of basketball games you'll ever see.
Definitely not.
Georgia Tech from the right elbow. Jackson, that one's good. Jackson lit it up for 24 points last week. That's her season high. She came into that game like 3 of 12 from three-point range. Since then, she's 4 of 8. Destiny Wells for 3. Hits rim. It's off. 5:45 left to play. First quarter, 6-2. Georgia Tech with the lead. There's a lesson there from that shooting by Jackson. You know these players are capable of shooting. So if you're in a cold spot, you keep shooting.
Exactly. You got to shoot to get hot, shoot to stay hot.
Good ball movement by Georgia Tech. Shot for 3 is short, no good. With the Belmont rebound. He says as Bianca Jackson misses her second in a row. Out to Sydney Harvey. She'll put up a 3 ball. Again, rim basket. Love with the rebound. Belmont 1 of 8 to start this one off. Subs waiting to check in for both teams. Swartz on the left side for Georgia Tech. Drives, kind of forced one up.
I did think that was good defense by Bartley, though. She just stood there with her hands straight up, and she forced that block and missed shot.
She kind of had no place else to go with it, right?
Exactly.
Almost a turnover. Bartley saves it. Baseline jumper is in and out, back in for Destiny Wells.
Got the shooter's touch there.
6-4. It's a now 2-point lead for Georgia Tech. Bianca Jackson handing it off to Morgan. Morgan to Cameron Swartz. Swartz transfer from Boston College. On the give and go, Swartz rather pick and roll. Swartz lays it up and in. She has 4. The Georgia Tech lead is 8-4. Clock about to go under 4 minutes remaining. First quarter. Bartley gets it to Tootie Jones. Bounce pass inside to Bartley. Scoop shot. Rolls off right. Rebound Tony Morgan for Georgia Tech. Belmont 2 of 10. Cameron Swartz high on the left side. Getting a screen. Puts up a 3 ball. It's good.
And shoot with just a second of time. So defenders really need to keep that in mind when defending her.
Swartz has 7 of Georgia Tech's 11. Jackets lead it by 7, biggest lead of the first quarter. And Sydney Harvey tried to penetrate and kick out, but lost the ball out of bounds
Looked like
off
it
of her
just
fingertips.
slipped out of her hands.
I think you're right. That's going to take us to our first official timeout with 3:08 remaining in the first quarter. Georgia Tech start, Belmont not so much. Georgia Tech leads it 11-4. This is the Valley.
And what if I want to change my plan? Stay fine.
Manager on their staff. And Ellie Harmeyer, her name is Kylie Smith. Kylie Smith, former Belmont Bruin, wearing number 23 right there. Putting up some 3 balls. And after a year at Vanderbilt, Kylie Smith, some great years here at Belmont. Checking back some of her playing day highlights. She spent about 4 years overseas playing professionally, and there she is on the sideline, now on staff at Georgia Tech. Let's take a look at the keys to the game as we go back to play. Ellie, what are you watching today?
For Georgia Tech, definitely they need to crash the offensive glass. They had 16 second chance points against Belmont last week, so I definitely think that's something to capitalize on tonight. But also, secondly, they need to attack the paint. Belmont struggled to stop their drive and post game last week, which allowed them to get 22 points in the paint. And then for Belmont, they definitely need to box out on defense. They've struggled against opponents this year with rebounding. And they already know Georgia Tech is going to crash the glass, so they need to put an emphasis on that tonight. And then take care of the basketball. Georgia Tech is very athletic, focusing those turnovers. And that's something they really need to do, is protect the basketball.
Both teams with subs in here. We'll get those for you in a minute. Kayla Black subs had a foul called on her just a moment ago. The keys to the game brought to you by Ascend Federal Credit Union. Schwartz, long range 3, and you can tell she's feeling it. She's already got double figures with 10
points. And that
points.
is something Belmont does not want, is for Schwartz to start feeling it, because she will knock it down from any place on the floor.
For Belmont, Madison Bartley gives it off to Tootie Jones. Runner up, no good. Down Bianca Jackson. We'll get the 5s for you here in just a second. Jackson misses the shot. Offensive rebound. Put back no good. And wrestles that rebound away. 10 points the lead for Georgia Tech. Kai McGuff, one of those subs, misses wide left with a 3. And that will go over to Georgia Tech.
You know, it was a quick shot, but Kylan McGuff definitely has the potential to make those. So I think even though she misses it, she should keep shooting those.
We're seeing Swartz already hitting 2 threes, and in the early going, 2 for 5 for Georgia Tech, 40%. But this is a team that shoots under 30 per 3-point range. Go back to the fact that it's 5 games in 10 days. You got to watch the 3, but you can't think that's going to become their go-to offense.
I definitely don't think it will. And
shot for 2 from the left side. No. Miller tips the rebound to Sydney Harvey. Brooke Highmark, Sydney Harvey, Blair Schoenwald, Kai McGuff, Tessa Miller, the 5 in there for Belmont. Highmark drives, penetrates inside. Tessa Miller, Highmark, baseline jumper, in and out, no good. And we're going to get a foul, loose ball foul on Kylan McGuff, her first. Georgia Tech with Swartz, Jackson, Hermosa, Love, and Dunn on the floor. Bianca Jackson, she's the transfer from Florida State, also a couple of years at South Carolina. 5'11", fifth year. Swartz, jumper for 2, no good. Rebound picked up off the floor by her. Here comes Blair Schoenwald down the right side. Now comes back left, handing it to Kylan McGuff. McGuff to Brooke Highmark. Highmark back to McGuff. McGuff into the paint. Pass was tipped away and stolen by Bianca Jackson. Coming back the other way, and Sydney Harvey tried to get a steal. Does not get the steal, but Kai McGuff gets the block out of bounds. Pretty frenetic pace to that sequence of events, ending up with a nice block out of bounds by Kylan McGuff. Tootie Jones checks back in for Belmont. Ball comes into Hermosa. She gives it back to Jackson. Front Jackson puts up a jumper from 6 feet. It's good. She has 4 points. It's a 12-point Georgia Tech lead, 16-4. You know, deja vu, these two teams are playing for 2 Sundays in a row. Deja vu, Georgia Tech out to a quick, big lead. We've seen that way too many times. Belmont spends a lot of time trying to catch up. And Kai McGuff for 3, got it. There it is, you said it.
In that game, and the goal tonight is to keep that going. Back to you, Rich.
16-7 as we get set to start the second quarter. Belmont, oddly enough, will have first possession after that made 3 by Kai McGuff to end the first quarter. Tootie Jones, Destiny Wells, Sydney Harvey, Tessa Miller, and Kylan McGuff, the 5 on the floor for the Belmont Bruins. Morgan, Blackshear, Noguero, and Dunn on the floor for Georgia Tech. Destiny Wells, quick pass over to Kylan McGuff. Back to Tessa Miller. She tried to hand it to Destiny, but it's intercepted and stolen. Down the floor, shot is good, and 1. Tony Morgan on the breakaway.
You know, wonderful anticipation by Tony Morgan on the defensive side, and then goes to full court length, gets a fun 1.
And the foul called on Destiny Wells, her first. 11 points the lead at 18-7. And a 3-point play, free throw not good. Rebound goes out of bounds off Belmont. It's going to be Georgia Tech ball. I think the Bruins were fighting over that rebound.
I think you're right, Rich.
Tony Morgan gets it in, shot by Dunn, rolls around and out, no good. Rebound Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech just dominating the boards early, 17-9. That's more than a rebounding edge. There's an offensive foul on Georgia Tech, on Maria Hermosa. That's her first from Victoria Spain, the 6'5" senior. First foul. Belmont with the basketball. Straightaway 3 for Destiny Wells. Rolls around and out, no good. A couple of players go down, 1 from each team, and then we're going to get a loose ball foul on Tessa Miller. She was one of the players that went down and then scrambling to get back up, knocked over a Georgia Tech player.
I don't think she meant to knock them down. I think, you know, just the struggle of going after the basketball. She got her arm caught in there. Good play by Georgia Tech.
Foul on Tessa Miller is her first. Morgan to the left side. Blackshear, top of the key. Passes right side to Dunn. Dunn at the wing, looking for a screen. Gets it from Adanaz. Now Morgan will reset. Jumper from the left elbow. Got back rim. No basket. Rebound tipped up. And bodies flying. And the ball is going to be scooped up by Tony Morgan up high. Bart Brooks pleading his case. It should have been a loose ball foul, perhaps. Shot no good. Offensive board. Adanez. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. This will be a held ball. Sydney Harvey. There were two Georgia Tech players battling, holding for it.
Right.
But Sydney Harvey finally got her hand in it. And you got to have somebody from each team to get a held ball.
Exactly.
Nikki Baird checks back in for Belmont, as does Madison Bartley. 8:27 remaining, second quarter. Bianca Jackson also checks back in. She's coming back on the floor with 4 points in that first quarter. Georgia Tech with fresh 20 on the shot clock. Adanaz gets the ball. Now back to Morgan. She dribbles to the right elbow. Jackson high on the left side. Dribbling right. In the corner. Open three. Shot for three. No good. Too strong. But good position. Dunn had the offensive rebound, and then she loses it out of bounds. Dunn just did a great job of getting position there.
You know, I was just thinking that Belmont is not going to out-jump Georgia Tech, and so they really need to put an emphasis on getting low and getting down into their legs so they can't out-jump them.
18-7, the lead remains 11. Georgia Tech's led by as many as 12. Clock about to go under 8 minutes left, second quarter. Madison Bartley and Tootie Jones, little pitch and catch. Tootie, step back three, a little too strong. Rebound hits the deck, picked up by Blackshear for Georgia Tech. Swartz dribbles left, now comes back the other way. Ball knocked down. Tootie Jones almost came up with a steal. Bianca Jackson maintains possession for Yellow Jackets. Gets the screen, jumper from the right side, no good. And again, another rebound for Georgia Tech, this one by Blackshear. Good ball handling. Jackson from the right side. Swartz open three. No good, but a foul, I think, on Bartley.
I think you're right, and I don't, you know, she knew exactly what she had done right after she did it, because you could tell on Bartley's face that she definitely did not want to do that.
That's the first personal on Madison Bartley. Swartz will go to the line to shoot three. 82% free throw shooter. And the first one's good. 11 points. Swartz, 10 points in that first quarter.
She is having a great game so far.
That one rolls off, no good.
You know, and as a fifth year senior like she is, the team definitely looks to her to get those plays going.
2 of the 3 are good. 12 points for Cameron Swartz. 12 in the lead, biggest of the day at 13. Swartz and Bianca Jackson, the 2 leading scorers on this team, both fifth years. And both true leaders on this team.
Absolutely.
Belmont with the basketball. Now Sydney Harvey to Tootie Jones. A high lob for Bartley, and she's open for an easy lay.
Pinned by Bartley, but that was an awesome pass by Tootie Jones to get it over the defender.
20-9. The lead is 11 for Georgia Tech. Juan Adanez comes right and then passes to Jackson. Jackson out to Swartz. We get a whistle and an offensive foul, illegal screen on Adanez. That's her first. Team foul number 2 on Georgia Tech. Sub in for Belmont. Wall will check in, replacing Tootie Jones. Got a shot there of Nell Fortner in her 4th season as the head coach of Georgia Tech. Legendary Nell Fortner. Underneath, open, Bartley, too strong on the shot. Rebound, Jackson for Georgia Tech. Nell Fortner in her 4th season at the helm. Swartz fires up a wild shot. Was that a 3 or a 2?
It was a 2, but wow.
22-9. Under 6 minutes remain, second quarter. Destiny Wells to Nikki Baird. Touch pass into Bartley. Bartley lays it. Well, you're seeing Belmont now being very intentional about working inside. Good ball movement outside. Get it quickly into Bartley. And she's been open quite a bit.
Right.
22-11 is the score. Morgan trying to drive, dishes. Arnaz to Jackson. Jackson drilling left, reverses it. Morgan lobs it inside. Arnaz back out to Morgan. She will penetrate, dish inside. That's a beautiful pass. Shot no good as the shot clock expired, but Blair Belmont rebound will play on. Destiny Wells, floater up from the right side, no good. Rebound Swartz. Belmont shooting is really, no other way to say it, just abysmal. 5 of 21, 24% shooting for Belmont. 1 of 9 from three-point range. But rebounding 25-11, Georgia Tech. There's a big, a key in your game that's not being followed by Belmont.
Exactly.
Missed through Swartz, rebound chased down by Sydney Harvey. Out to Madison to Blair Schoenwald. Sydney Harvey missed the three. Bartley, the offensive rebound for Belmont. Kick it out. Blair Schoenwald for three. He rolls around and out, no good. On Georgia Tech. Belmont just having a hard time buying a bucket, as we've seen so many times. Very uncharacteristic. This is a good shooting team.
Exactly. It's almost like there's a lid on top of the basket for them right now.
But boy, we've seen it a lot this season. Coming down to 4 minutes. Schwartz, outside it goes. Jackson to the free throw line. Jumper up, too strong. Offensive rebound again for Blackshear. Morgan driving. Oh, wow, what a move. And the revert for Tony Morgan.
You know, and that was beautiful. Something to highlight about that is when she went underneath the rim, she hugged the basketball to protect it against Bartley.
24-11. Destiny Wells, Nikki Baird, lob underneath to Bartley. Bartley works, spin, kick it out to Nikki Baird. Back into Bartley. Bartley to Destiny Wells. Destiny Wells drive, shot no good, but a foul will be called on Tony Morgan. That's the first personal on Tony Morgan. That will take us to a timeout, and then Destiny Wells will shoot free throws when we come back. 3:21 remaining second quarter. All Georgia Tech here in the first half, leading Belmont 24-11. You're watching The Valley on ESPN.
The postseason starts here. The Missouri Valley Conference
includes a $10 gift card to Puckett's, the official barbecue of Belmont Athletics. Go to BelmontBruins.com or call 615-460-2255. That's 460-BALL. Flex packs, Puckett's. I'm loving it.
I mean, I'm sold just by that.
I'm hungry just from that. Destiny Wells at the line to shoot a pair. Belmont has not scored in almost 2.5 minutes. And Destiny Wells ends that drought. She makes them both. 4 points for Destiny Wells. She will take her break as Kylan McGuff will check in for her after the made free throws. 24-13. 11 points the lead for Georgia Tech. They've led all the way. Love, Aaliyah Love, jumper from the right side, rolls around and out, no good. Rebound off Tessa Miller. Gets the rebound and hands it to Tootie Jones. Tootie, straightaway three, bingo.
She dribbled up and there was no defender on her, so she said, why not?
No hesitation.
No
she just says, you know what,
hesitation.
I'm open. 24-16. That's a big score for Belmont right there, a big shot. Kara Dunn loses it on the floor. It's going to be a held ball. And check out the freshman.
I was just thinking that.
Kate Hollyfield.
Awesome by her. She was the first one on the floor, and Belmont gets the ball.
She lost her head tie, so she had to come out of the game. Over there laughing. What hustle from Kate Hollyfield, the 5'10 freshman from Shelby, North Carolina, to get your headband in there quick and get Belmont with the basketball in the possession arrow. Destiny Wells out to Nikki Baird, open three, bingo.
Momentum shift here for the Bruins in the last couple of plays.
24-19, Belmont trying to fight back into this one. A little bit of a run for the Bruins after the Destiny Wells free throws. Hermosa, one dribble, turnaround jumper from 15, rat-a-tat and it falls. Nerea Hermosa with her first 2 points, 26-19. After an 8-0 Belmont run. Destiny Wells to the right side. Oh, nice pick and roll, shot good and one. Tessa Miller, strong drive to the bucket, gets it off the glass, and we'll get the and one.
Good composure of Tessa Miller. Even though her body was hit, her arms still stayed strong going up with that basket.
Second personal foul on Kayla Blackshear. She will have to take a seat, and Aviance Carter, a 5'10 junior from Norcross, Georgia, checked. Tessa Miller to shoot the and one. Too strong off the back iron, no good. We have a 5-point ball game, 6:21. Hermosa hands it off to Carter. Carter to Swartz. Swartz, jumper from 12 feet, no good. Battle for the rebound, knocked down to the floor. We're going to get a whistle. And I think they're going to call Tootie Jones.
I think you're right.
Tootie didn't agree with the call, and I think she's got a case to be made. That was two players battling for the basketball. But Tootie called for her first, and Georgia Tech will inbound it on the back. I will say, good officiating crew we have out here today, though.
I agree. I definitely think they're calling it on both ends of the floor.
We've worked with this crew a number of times, and they are a good crew. That was a shot for two from Swartz. Cameron Swartz with 16 points. 28-21. Nice move by Destiny Wells. Tried to penetrate and get it inside to Tessa Miller, and there's going to be a... What was the call?
A kick ball, I believe.
I think it was a kick ball. Oddly enough,
I think they said like, Georgia Tech kicked it, but it looked like
a Belmont player kicked it to me.
It looked like Tessa Miller kicked the ball, but...
That's kind of why I was saying what was the call.
Right.
Belmont inbounds it with a fresh 20. Lob is knocked away and intercepted by... Maybe that was... you know, these things happen.
Yeah.
Jackson hands it off to Cameron Swartz. From the top of the key. Jumper in and out, no good. Georgia Tech, another offensive board. Out to Swartz. She puts up a quick three. Got it. A week ago, it was Bianca Jackson that was just feeling it. Today, it's Cameron Swartz.
Absolutely. She is on par to an almost 40-point game.
Destiny Wells puts up a runner, no good. Rebound floating around, picked up by Georgia Tech. Now back to a 10-point lead for Georgia Tech at 31-21. So a bit of a run for the Yellow Jackets. After an 8-0 Belmont run. Swartz has it back. She has 19 points, and we're still in the second quarter. Tootie Jones, pressure defense. That's a double dribble. So Swartz turns it over.
Sydney Harvey checks in for the Bruins.
Sydney Harvey checks in for Tootie. Now, correction, maybe for Kylie McGuff. Tootie Jones is over there to inbound it on the sideline.
It did look like she was walking off the floor a little bit.
Tootie Jones gets it into Destiny Wells. Nice release to Sydney Harvey with a second left. Shot up, no good. And we are at halftime just like that. 31-21, a 10-point lead for Georgia Tech. But look at Belmont. 7 points in the first quarter, only 14 in the second quarter, only 21 points in the first half for Belmont. So kind of more of the same that we saw last week. I tell you what, let's go courtside check in with Hand.